What is going on, good people? Man, it is a nice day out here. As you can see, we got the short sleeves on. You know what time it is. It is time for those April lawn chores, and we're gonna go ahead and jump into it and knock this thing out. All right, so when it comes down to April, we want to make sure that we're going down with our second round of pre-emergent if you're doing a split app. Typically, my first application is to give me about 2 or 3 months of coverage, and then the second application of your split app is going to take me out through the rest of the season. So I'm looking at about 4 months of coverage with this second application that I'm going down with, given that my overseeding time frame is usually in September. So that's what I'm going down with from a pre-emergent standpoint. And hey, I know some of you guys further up north and out Midwest, y'all are just getting your first round of pre-emergent down. So that's all going to be tailored to your location. In conjunction with your pre-emergent, make sure you're getting your post-emergent weed control down. I've done a full video on that. I'll link it down in the description so you can go check that out and get my takes and opinions on pre-emergence for the spring and also as we get into the summertime. So make sure you're addressing those weeds. I like to take care of mine during this springtime because you can use those ester-based herbicides, which are quick with the kill. So those are the first things that we want to take a look at. Now, let's get into the next topic. This is going to be the part that we've all been waiting for. Mowing is definitely going to pick up. I have gotten 3 mows in, and what I noticed on my last mow is I probably could have got another cut in that week. So from this point forward, I'll be getting at least 2 mows in per week. You want to make sure that you're staying up with your mowing. That's just going to help your grass become healthier. It's going to make sure that you're not breaking that 1/3 rule. Meaning you're not cutting off more than 1/3 of the grass blade every time you go out. You want to make sure that you're doing these simple cultural practices that is going to help you to have the most healthy and the strongest lawn as we get ready to go into the summertime. Right now, the grass is going to love the warmer temperatures and the rains, so it's going to grow and look healthy. But we've got a challenging time coming forward, and we want to make sure we have the healthiest lawn when we get there into the 4th quarter, as I like to call it, of June, July, and August. So make sure you're keeping that blade sharp right now. You only have 1 lawn, so why not take care of it the best that you can? And to do that, I like to make sure that I'm sharpening my blade at least once a month as I'm getting those cuts in and making sure that I'm getting the cleanest and the sharpest cut. So enjoy it, take those pictures, throw your stripe kit on after you've got a couple of cuts in there, stripe the lawn up and enjoy it because the temperatures are cool, the grass is loving it, and it's a good time to be out in the lawn. The next thing is gonna be fertilization. If you did not get your first round of fert down in March, I'm pretty sure your temperatures are gonna warm up enough for you to get an application down here in April, depending on your location. I did go down with 0.2 pounds of in March. Again, I am not going to be pushing a lot of in this month either. So I may end up going down with maybe a 1/4 pound, maybe I might bump it up to 0.4 this month here in April as we're going to get a little bit more growth out of the lawn. We just want to help support that growth as it gets ready for that spring flush, which is going to happen anyway. On top of that, your soil temperatures are going to be starting to rise, and with that, your microbial activity will start to increase as your soil temps go up. So if you want to start going down with some of your biostimulants during this period of time, now would be a good time to start introducing those into the lawn as your soil temps increase. Some of the ones that I like to use is going to be from Simple Lawn Solution, and that's going to be their Soil Hume, and also from Gel, I like to use their Cyto Grow. So those are 2 of the ones that I like to use that I'll start introducing here in April. The final task for us here in April is going to be a bonus one. So if you've got a garden, hey, it may be time for you to transplant some of your cool season brassicas or some of your cool season plants out into your raised garden bed, or bringing them outside from your starts inside the house. I've already done that here in early April. All my lettuces have been brought out and put into the raised garden bed. They have adapted, they have thrived. They are doing a lot better out here than they actually were inside. That's kind of one of the things that happens. Like, I struggle to get my starts going and to keep them alive, but as soon as I can get them outside, they typically perform a lot better and then they recover. So if you've got a garden, hey, it might be time for you to look at bringing some of your starts outside. Make sure you go through that hardening off process and don't just toss them into the sun. I've been guilty of doing that in my early gardening career. So give them some time to adjust before you pull them all the way out into the full sun. So not a whole lot new here. It's really just getting the season going and making sure that you're staying up with your mowing and making sure you're getting a little bit of fert down on it and taking care of those weeds. And if you can accomplish those things in April, you'll be right on point for where you need to be. May is going to be the month that we're going to start having to play a little bit of defense as we get ready for the fourth quarter coming in June, July, and August, which is going to be the hardest on our cool season lawns. All right, y'all, as I always say, just know we work.